Hi loyal fans, Togabro's dead and I'm the folder of .png files that replaced her. No time for intros today, I'm afraid. We have a lot to do and I'm anxious to get started. You read the title? Let's fucking do it. Let's start with the basics. How exactly does one Luna Blaster? Simple. Kill. Luna is about as pure of a frontline slayer as they come, with the worst range literally ever, high splash damage, a good rate of fire, and a one-shot. Luna likes to play under ledges and around cover and harass anyone that comes near. Its matchups against other slayers are volatile, since either it's a dually that can't roll through Luna's splash damage, or it's something like a splatter shot or roller that outranges and easily deals with a Luna that doesn't have the element of surprise.
Luna isn't a super stealthy weapon though, since it shoots off flashy explosive rounds and strafes slowly while firing, so the resulting playstyle is very kit dependent. You throw a lot of bombs, and you use your teammates as a distraction or cause a commotion with your special to go in for easy kills.
Be sure your team has paint control before you go in, too, since Luna is horrible at painting. Or you could just, spam the tower. A good Luna Blaster kit is one that facilitates this distraction-heavy, hyper-aggro playstyle, while also covering its severe weakness to backline weapons. As we look back through the Luna Blaster's history, I'll give each kit a certified rating from 1 to 10. And we'll start off with the first game's premier alien laser jet explosion whatever the fuck. The Vanilla Luna from Splatoon 1. Disclaimer, I didn't play Splatoon 1 since, well... But I can imagine what it played like. Just imagine every sentence I say from here on out for this game has a "to my limited understanding" attached. Luna was a much stronger main weapon in 1, so by extension, its kits were better as well. This one had Inkzuka, which is fucking bonkers good, about E-liter range, 6 shots, and you can increase that by stacking gear. However, between its high points for special and Luna's abysmal paint, it didn't sling these around very much. Surely its sub-weapon can make a difference. Oh gee fucking willikers, it can't. Allow me to introduce you to Inkmine, a recurring villain in the Splatoon cinematic universe. One of the worst sub-weapons Luna can have, it can't paint, it doesn't do easy comboable damage, and most importantly, it does fuck all against long-range weapons that Luna doesn't have the means to deal with without sinking in a lot of effort to get a single Inkzuka. The location effect is pretty much worthless for Luna, since it's going to be close enough range to either one-shot you or kill you with a couple stray shots anyway. This kit gets a slightly smelly out of 10. On to the Luna Neo of the same game. This is an odd kit to me. Splat Bomb is probably the best sub it could have gotten, as it can do lethal damage to long-range threats, but Splat Bomb Rush is strange. I guess it could have been worse. This is a strong special for taking space, but that's not really Luna's MO. Probably the better of the two kits at least, since mine is just that awful. I'm rating this one not so nasty, since I have honestly no clue how this would have played. In Splatoon 2, the one I did play, Luna's basic kit got one hell of a glow up. They gave it its beloved Splat Bomb instead of some god-awful deployable, and Baller is a great tool for getting in and out safely. As a lightweight weapon, Luna was one of the best Baller users, because for those of you who don't know, Baller's move speed was affected by weight class, with lighter weapons moving faster and having no drawbacks. So a Luna's Baller is better than an L3's Baller is better than an Explo's Baller. Luna was one of the 4 lightweight weapons to get Baller, so that's a big advantage to it. However, as great as these parts are for Luna on paper, something about the kit just always felt off to me. This playstyle is just really slow. Luna isn't ink efficient, around 8% a shot isn't great, and Splat Bombs take 70%, so if you throw one, you have 3 shots at best left in you. And 3 shots isn't a lot for Luna, since its paint output is as flaccid as it gets. If you get caught out after using a Splat Bomb, you're fucking dead. So you had to be really safe with how you use them. And since it couldn't paint for shit, it didn't get ballers very often, and when it did, even a lightweight baller was slower than just fucking swimming if you need to go through your own ink, and trying to invade enemy ink is an awful idea, since after that baller went off, there you were, sitting in a fucking puddle, holding the weapon with the dinkiest range in the game, with your escape route painted over. Outside dropping on someone's head or abusing Baller's high HP, it wasn't that great. If enemies were outside Baller's explosion radius, it's not like Luna could do anything about it except maybe kick a bomb, and we've already gone over why that's a bad idea. I guess I'll give this kid a faintly fresh. But then, like the Robin to the vanilla Luna's Batman, we had the Luna Neo, Surely the Splatoon devs would have learned from their mistakes and not made the worst stinky shit-ass kit maybe ever. No, actually, they didn't, because they gave Luna Neo Ink Mine and Suction Bomb Launcher. Do I even need to say how absolutely ass this is? Ink Mines are worthless outside of just placing one down on a fucking splat zone and then sitting on your fat fucking ass soy jacking at the oh so impactful location effect after it goes off. And Suction Bomb Launcher is a pretty decent special for taking space on a weapon that paints about as well as your grandma armed with a toothbrush determined to paint your house some ugly ass shade of off-white. This absolute dogshit abomination of a kit gets us super stanky. Anyways, that wraps up the previous game's 2 Luna kits, so now let's move on to... do you hear... where's that funky fresh beat coming from? Could it be? Oh, it is! It's the Cancel Luna Blaster! This absolutely fucking beautiful piece of weaponry has the miracle known as the Fizzy Bomb as its sub-weapon. This is the best possible sub-weapon for the Luna. Its ink consumption isn't too high, it's lethal if you aim it right, it paints a hell of a lot more than the main weapon, and it makes a straight trail of ink that you can swim through and get where you're going a lot faster than normal. This sub-weapon is a gift from God. There's really not another way to describe it. They're easy to spam at backlines, they cause a commotion that you can easily take advantage of, and the damage combos with the main weapon. As its special weapon, it brings down the wrath of God in the form of an ink storm. While not the best special it could have gotten by any means, it's better at poking and displacing long-range threats than Baller or Suction fucking Bomb Launcher could ever dream of. The combination of an Ink Storm and a Fizzy Bomb or two can turn a zone in seconds. It can shut down charges and splatlings so thoroughly that if they don't go back to spawn themselves, you'll send them to the respawn screen yourself. This kit is specifically tailored for just throwing bullshit at the enemy team, which you can take easy advantage of to take out weakened gamers that got caught in the rain, or... This is an utterly immaculate kit. And here we are, Splatsville. First on our itinerary is the classic, the old reliable Splat Bomb Luna. That part's fine, a little slow since it doesn't offer any movement options, but good as always. Where it stops being so fresh is the special. Zipcaster turns you into the flying disappointment you were always meant to be, as one of the 2 worst specials in the game. Despite my sick-ass airshot, this is an awful special for Luna. Its range forces it in close and restricts the angles it can take with Zip, and its high ink consumption makes for low duration. As always with Zip, the best case scenario is that you get 1 kill and then leave, but usually you get 1 kill and eat shit, or you just eat shit without the being useful part. Just for the special, this kit has a touch of trashiness. And finally, the kit we've all been waiting for, the Splatoon 3 Luna Neo. As with the Kensa kit from the previous game, the Neo comes equipped with Fizzy Bomb. Need I say more? This is the best sub for Luna for reasons I have already ranted about, so I'm not going to go into detail again, just watch the Kensa Luna segment again if you want to recap. What I'm going to rant about this time is the special, Ultra Stamp. And this is the part where I get real. At first I was going to have a segment about how Stamp is actually pretty damn good on Luna, but after a while of playing this in L3D, I really can't in good faith say Ultra Stamp is a usable special. It's truly awful, and even if the synergy is there, it makes any weapon it's on worse by association. Once you pop Stamp, you've made yourself vulnerable to everything except a poorly aimed bomb. Either you're locking yourself into Stamp's relatively predictable movement and crossing your fingers the hitboxes feel like working today, or you're relying on the strong but jank throw mode to function properly and kill the squid it fucking hits. And the worst part? This is a very good synergy with Luna! What this thing is supposed to do for Luna is to provide a super long range one-shot that threatens even the likes of E-Liters and Hydras. As always, Luna can't paint for shit, so it doesn't get stamped very often. Except I just fucking lied, this one has Fizzy Bomb. At 180 points for special, Fizzy gets this thing a healthy amount of stamps. Although it doesn't really need a lot of them, it just needs 1 well-placed throw and some hitbox-related luck to take out a charger that's been shutting down sightlines non-stop. This is, in my opinion, even better than Cancel Luna's Ink Storm, since instead of just making them move for a couple seconds and paint a little bit over where they were standing, Stamp makes them just fucking die. It's the best possible scenario, in theory, just, don't have a skill issue. But wait, there is one more thing. Somehow, Stamp is a lot harder for enemy gamers to react to and avoid than the main weapon. probably due to the fact that solo queue players are fucking oblivious and Stamp goes a lot faster than Luna ever could on his own. Using rush mode well can secure you splats that you could never get with the main weapon, and this stands even with how vulnerable the special is. Be sure to throw away the hammer whenever you're done with it, since there's no reason not to, and it's pretty hard to see it coming. It does enough damage to one-shot through spawn armor as well for some fuck of a reason. Unlike with the baller Luna had in 2, Stamp is instantly cancelable with this throw, so just chuck it somewhere a charger's probably standing and start blasting whenever you need the firepower. I almost don't want to give this kit a rating. Stamp is supposed to be good, but it just absolutely blows. And of course, Fizzy Bomb is just good. I really hope the segment ages poorly and Stamp literally functions by the next patch, so I'll give this kit a hopeful Funky Fresh. One more thing I want to touch on. The future of the Luna. I have no doubts that we're eventually getting third kits for every weapon, so what would I like to see from the Luna? Well, it already has its best sub-weapon with the Neo kit, so I would want to see something a little bit more gonzo. And here's what I came up with. Splash Wall is a good tool to supplement Luna's already great space controlling abilities, as well as being useful to get an edge on faster kill time weapons like 52 and Tri-Slosher. The idea is that it can wall out areas and force enemies to go into awkward areas full of ledges and cover that Luna is infamous for exploiting. However, without a bomb, Luna isn't getting much done in the way of, fuck all. But that's where the special comes in. Crab is good for contesting backlines and helping the team push, maybe a little too good, and it would be good on Luna for all the reasons it's good on Splash. And yeah, I know Crab is a little broken and all. The reason I would give it 180p is because making a special any higher on a weapon that paints like this, without a bomb, is just cruel and unusual. Hey, 3.1 dropped as I was editing this, and Luna did get a couple changes, so I kinda did have to go over that. It's nothing big though, it just got a slightly larger 70 damage hitbox, which isn't very helpful since it two-shots at its lowest possible damage. The only thing it changes is it makes Neo's Fizzy Bomb combos a little more consistent. Except not really, since they made Fizzy Bomb deal a lot less consistent damage now that more people are going to be running multiple subs of bomb defense. Also, stamp buffs that don't change anything that I said about the goofy-ass hitboxes or how inconsistent it is on the whole. Anyways, that's it for the video.